Welcome to today's episode, where we explore the best tales from Reddit. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story. Get ready to hear some heartwarming moments that remind us that humanity is still full of goodness. Let's jump into it. Story 1: The stranger who helped a lost wallet. So, I was walking down the street in a new city, not really paying attention, when I suddenly realized my wallet was missing. I panicked and retraced my steps, but no luck. Just as I was about to give up, a guy tapped me on the shoulder and handed me my wallet. It turns out he had found it on the ground, looked through it, and saw my ID. Instead of keeping it, he went out of his way to track me down and return it. All of the cash and cards were still inside. I don't know who you are, but you truly restored my faith in humanity that day. Story 2: The bus driver who made my day. I was having a rough day, emotionally and mentally drained, when I hopped onto the bus. The driver noticed I was a bit off and asked me if I was okay. I shrugged it off, but he insisted I sit up front near him. As we drove, we had the most uplifting conversation about life, and somehow, it completely shifted my mood. By the time I got off, I felt a little lighter. He didn't need to do that, but his kindness and genuine concern made all the difference. Thank you, bus driver. Story 3: The random act of kindness from a grocery store clerk. I was struggling to pay for my groceries. I was a few dollars short, feeling embarrassed as I dug through my purse. Suddenly, the cashier just smiled and said, "Don't worry about it, I've got you covered today." He paid the difference without hesitation, and I was so grateful I almost cried. It was such a simple act, but it meant the world to me. I'll never forget how that small act of kindness changed my entire outlook for the day. Story 4: The elderly couple who showed me what true love is. I was at the park, sitting on a bench, when I saw an elderly couple walking hand in hand. They were in their 80s, but they still looked at each other like they had just fallen in love. As they walked past me, the man turned to his wife and said, "I still love you just as much as I did when we first met." They both smiled, and I could feel the love radiating from them. It was a reminder that love is not just about moments, but about consistency and care. It was a beautiful sight that I'll carry with me forever. Story 5: The teacher who took time to believe in me. I was struggling in school, barely passing my classes. One day, my teacher pulled me aside after class and said, "I believe you can do better. I'm not giving up on you, and I want to help however I can." Those words stuck with me, and honestly, I didn't realize how much I needed to hear them. She didn't just teach me academics, she taught me to believe in myself. By the end of the semester, I had turned my grades around, but more importantly, I had gained confidence. To that teacher, thank you for seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself. Story 6: The stranger who paid for my coffee. This happened on a gloomy morning. I was in a coffee shop, waiting in line, when I realized I had left my wallet at home. I felt embarrassed and was about to leave when the person in line behind me stepped forward and said, "Don't worry, I've got your coffee." I was shocked. They paid for it without hesitation, then just smiled and walked away. It was a small gesture, but that random act of kindness completely turned my day around. Thank you, stranger. You made my morning. Story 7: The neighbor who took me in. I was going through one of the hardest times in my life when I found myself struggling with personal issues and a lack of support. One day, my neighbor noticed I wasn't my usual self and came over with a meal and a listening ear. She didn't ask questions, didn't judge, she just sat with me, listened, and made me feel understood. Sometimes, all we need is someone who will simply be there, and that's exactly what she did. That kindness was a lifeline for me, and I'll never forget it. If you love these stories, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Which story was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Stay tuned for more epic tales from Reddit. Thanks for watching, and remember, there's always kindness out there, even in the smallest of gestures. Don't forget to share a little kindness today. Catch you in the next video.